Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So lately, there are many different people discuss with me on the internal Wing Chun. Some talk about the alignment of spine, some talk about the chi, some talk about mind power. And today I'd like to share with you the following. Okay. What happened is all these people who talk to me about this spine power, chi, and then lifting anus, and the spine twisting power, shen, all these people really have no idea what they are talking about. So this is serious stuff, okay? Because if we do not clarify this thing, it turns into, as what I talked about before, like a religion, and led by people who have no idea what they are talking about, and you can have the whole total Wing Chun collapses, okay? And for past 100 years on this internal art stuff, everybody want to learn from this mysterious chi power, that internal, has caused Wing Chun a lot of damaging, okay? And also people get creative, like stand iYikKam your mother's way, lifting anus, you see the chin tucked up, and then the spine has to do this and that, and all kinds of stuff. This is problem. So that you'll ask me, what are you talking about? Why you say this is a problem when 99.999% of people doing it? I mean, it's for past 100 years, and the internal art guy doing it, and those kind of things. Well, instead of debating with you guys, argue with you guys, let me show you what it is. According to the ancient Buddhism, Taoism teaching, and the today's biomechanics, namely the human body, okay? If we violating the human body with today's science, we are going to damage this body, okay? And what is interesting is today's science actually verify what is the proper teaching of the ancient, such as Buddhism, Taoism, Chinese medicines. So the problem is not that the Western science, oh, they don't understand this, our Chinese mysterious stuff, or chi, those kind of things. It is not that case. The case is the person who presents it. If they have no idea what is going on, there is no way to prove it in the scientific lab. Okay? So it is like the emperor's new dress. There is no dress there. So how is other people going to verify or unverify it? So this is serious stuff today I'd like to share with you all, okay? If you want to work with Wing Chun for your power, for your health, for everything, this is the part which has never been put into details to, and then the both big picture and the details to explain to everybody, okay? And it is a kiss of death if one doesn't understand this, and one doesn't know this, and one will not be able to practice properly. One couldn't even can have the lower abdomen breathing. Serious. And all this Tai Gong and all this stuff is, you know what is it? Folk villages hearsay. Okay, so let's go to the core of the spine's issue. Spine is very fragile stuff, okay? Number one thing one has to watch out disregard of what internal art one practice, or in the Buddhist meditations, or any kind of chi development, is the spine between this shoulder blade down to the tailbone. You see this area, this spine area. You look at the anatomy of human. There is no bones which is supporting this area from under the the shoulder blade down to the tailbone, this area, but the spine itself. So it has to rely on what? It has to rely on the muscle around it. Okay? If this part is not handled properly, the whole body is not going to function properly. Okay? We cannot just say, okay, stand in iYikKam, or you want to, lift your anus, okay? And then you say, I want to use mind power, I want to align my spine. Well, sorry, that doesn't work. Because if one have no idea what happened, what is the nature between this, up to this level, one practically brute force it. And the cause of the brute force is this. You have liver here, you have kidney here, you have diaphragm here. All these parts screw up. Okay? So there goes the lower abs breathing. And you talk about qigong. How is the qigong supposed to work when this part is self-blocking? Okay? This is how serious it is. So I don't buy those who telling me about the mind power of Xiu Ling Tao, or the qi, or all kinds of stuff. I don't buy it. Why? Because based on biology, biomechanics, the human body anatomy, it doesn't work. It doesn't fit into the nature of human body. So there's talking those ways, talking about, oh, I'm going to fly if I flip my arms. Okay? Even worse, if you do those kind of stuff, like this clamping, all this kind of stuff, it's going to cause stagnations or less or improper circulations between the shoulder blade area down to the tailbone, meaning your kidney, your liver will get problem. And when then they get the problem, like people who have liver problem, they will get what? Emotion. Really emotion. Easy to be aggressive emotions. And then the liver problem will get fear. So they will get fear, emotion, then they get really extremely aggressive. Okay, they lost their mind. Okay? How is it supposed to train that in the Xiu Ling Tao or Qi or Sen? There's nothing. It's just actually traveling the reverse. So all this talk is the theory, and I want to show you how to properly get it. Okay, instead of try to force here, force there, force, we want to go nature. So we use tools. First, we need to know how is that part of our body function properly, okay, in a loose way. It's not like all this internal art, you have to lose, but lose what? When one don't even know how to handle this part. In fact, one don't even aware of it. Okay? So, to know this part, to learn this part, and learn how the alignment of the spine and the butt, do this. Get this type of chair, stool, okay? Get this stool. You sit on it. Okay? You sit on it. Okay? And the feet is together, you sit on it. Okay? That is the most proper loose and the nature of the alignment of the butt and spine area here. Okay? So you just feel it, how relaxed those part is. It first has to know, aware of this part. Okay? Be it you want to train Qigong to healing for anything, that has to do. And usually people like to go to the lotus posture. One must not get there. Okay? It is the kiss of death, is one going to go lotus or so forth without understanding this part. And usually one pops it and doing a whole bunch of stuff which is one cannot even sit. Okay? So one need to sit down here without any stress or anything, very relaxed to sit down there. Okay? To feel this lower part. Okay? That's how you handle it even when we stand. Violating it is violating the nature. And this part, sometimes, when people who just practice meditations or anything, the body will like that. And one do not want to push it or anything. One, as soon as one sit in this posture, thing will smooth out the joints, the discs, the muscle will naturally support itself. And there's a term in Qigong. So what happens is if one sit properly, then the body aligns itself. And this part is all it be able to naturally lengthen itself, okay, without even thinking. That is the state referred as when the qi is adequate, the body, the spine will actually naturally support itself or lengthen itself or straighten itself. And not doing this anymore. I just very, very, very relaxedly. You can feel that all this relaxed, okay? And then your lower abs breathing is always there, okay? So you need these tools. And all this qi stuff, you talk about qi, let me tell you this, right? The Chinese say that when you have adequate qi in your practice, then the spine naturally it align up, okay, straighten up naturally, really relaxed. In Western science, you can say, oh, when the muscle, when it gets strengthened and it naturally strengthened, then at that condition, at that state, the body behaves properly. Okay, so qi and Western science have no contradictions. Okay, but if you keep doing this and you keep talking about qi, how is it say anything at all? It's just saying that one have no idea what is one talking about, and one talking about lifting anus and whole bunch of stuff and aligning spine. Must be kidding, because if this part is not handled with this tool, okay, you use this tool to aware of it, to understand it, we have no idea what's going on. Okay? And I say, if you have a kidney issue, liver issue, you better get a stool like that. Don't sit in the lotus posture, all those big words. Get a stool, sit properly like that, relax. Let the body relax and reset. That's simple. This is the type of thing which is taught in the ancient Buddhisms, Taoism, from former proper teacher. Not like today, all is like oh, you do this and all this term. So you need to do that. And once you do that, this lower part of the body is handled, and you want to handle the upper part of the body. Okay? So you want to handle the upper part of the body. The upper part of the body is this. If you look at my shoulder, between this shoulder line and this spine has to be like a cross here, okay? So one don't do this, and one don't do this either. One is just make it so that it's like a straight line here and a straight line here, and it's really lightweight. With the spine, naturally loose spine, like sitting in the chair and the stool, one achieve that. So in Zhanzhuang, or in any or iYikKam, the first practice, the alignment is like that. Only one after one have this basis. One can talk about qi, all kind of stuff. Without this, that's why I say it is a religion. And this is not going to cash in the bank because it's violating this human body. And even ridiculous if we say, oh yeah, we want to have a spine twisting power. Sorry sir, between this shoulder blade and this tailbone area, this spine, if you screw it up like this, there's no spare part and you have to screw, you have to live with that pain and the all kind of stuff for a whole lifetime. Okay? So this is a serious stuff. Okay? So for me is, the past is past. We don't want to blame the past. You know, a lot of so-called grandmaster really doesn't go through or have the opportunity like us today to study a lot of things. So they do their best. So let them alone. But we cannot continue on whatever which is damaging the body and whatever it is not the teaching of the ancient Chinese or Buddhism or Taoism or Chinese medicine. Okay? So don't get into this internet, the mind power, the align of the spine, or the lifting the awareness, or the Shen and all Qi and all these things. Until one know the sit on that toe, one don't even aware of one is the proper alignment of one's spine from the tailbone up to this under shoulder blade area. Until one align this as a cross, one don't even know how to align this body. Okay? So let's use this information positively, so hopefully everybody benefit from this and not going to all this misleading way. Okay? There's no point to argue with this kind of thing. If people want to argue with it, let it be. But you guys know, the facts is this. If you don't do this, you will not get result. You cannot catch it in the scientific laboratory. And you never get any high advanced Kung Fu. It's no. Okay? It's like we're talking about car. If we don't know about how to handle the transmission, forget about it. You cannot talk about racing the car. So this is for you today. And again, I want to say, whatever the past grandmasters say or whatever, leave them alone. They don't have the informations and development as what we have today. They're doing their best. But for here on, we don't want to be ignorant. Okay? So this is for you today.